Today, my friends, we're taking a look at something a little bit different at Town 11. If you're a fan of Yolotrone, then you're going to be taking a look at Miners plus a Yolotrone to get as much value from the base as possible. But with that being said, let's show you Yolotrone Miners. So you heard me right at the beginning, Yolotrone and Miners. Now, you guys may have seen the Yolotrone Hog Queen Walk video that I did at Town Hall 12 last week. But this one, we're just taking a look at Miners. And we're using an Electro Dragon just to create the funnel. But we've got an Electro Dragon within the Stone Slammer and a clone. We're going to use a Yolotrone. Now, what counts as a Yolotrone? You may ask. A Yolotrone is when you have cloned Electro Dragons. We're not cloning the balloons, and we're cloning that for a reason. The chain value that we can get from the base is amazing. Chain is always going to be the best thing of this, and you're actually going to see in this example, there's going to be a lot of chain, but the main reason to why we would is, think of it this way. If you want to deal with an enemy CC, then actually using this is never a bad option, unless, for instance, let's say it's a Lava Hound, then of course that is definitely going to be, you're not going to be able to lure that out. But if it's something such as a Baby Dragon Valkyrie CC or Baby Dragon Witch CC, then you could actually lure that out, easily kill it off. That is how simple this attack strategy is. You can deal with the enemy CC really easily. You can create a funnel really easily. What more can you ask? This is a very simple attack. I just saw this today, and man, I have to say, it is really powerful. I mean, there's only 3 of these, and I want to break each of them down, but man, I am so surprised I even got to see this attack at Town 11. It is really awesome. So what we're going to first see is there's going to be a couple balloons being dropped. We're going to use that just to soak up any seeking air mines and also any traps around there. We're also going to use them just to take out some defenses on the outside. We're going to try to get our Stone Slammer as close to that Eagle as much as possible. What this allows us to do is get value from there. These dead zones like you see right here, these dead zones here and these dead zones here, they're going to allow those Electro Dragons to stay in the base. So you can see we're taking out that, then we're going to clone up that Electro Dragon and then rage them up. We're going to freeze up the that air defense, and you're going to see, look at the chain value right there because of that king. You're going to see easily taking that out, easily getting some chain value, and that is all. That is it. That's all you have to really think about with this one. And let's just pause it right here because you can see all the value that they got. And just look at the easy pathing now. Just down here, hero funnel right here. Set. You are all set to go. So if you are really looking forward to using a Yolotrone, this is the strategy. I think right now, from what I'm seeing, Yolotrone is becoming a lot more common, a lot more prevalent. I'm very much surprised that a lot more people are using it, but this is basically the method to go right now. If you're seeing even ring bases work super well, Electrone, Yolotrone, they are working really well right now. Even Yeti Bomb. Let me know if you guys want to see just a pure how-to Yolotrone video, how-to Electrone video. Let me know in the comments below. I'll try to bring those to you guys. And let me know if you guys want to see their own separate video, mainly an Electron Lalo video or a Yolotrone Lalo video. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear some feedback on that. Now, if we continue to play it here, what we're going to see is, of course, we are creating the funnel with the king. The queen's going to go along with the miners for a little bit, but still creating that pathing. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drop in our Grand Warden, and he's going to work his way around the base. This is really all we have to sort of think about when we are using this attack strategy. So the biggest thing that we want to make sure that we're doing is sort of keeping our miners within the base as much as possible. Then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are using our Grand Warden's ability as early as possible, just so that then we can keep them all alive through a lot of point defenses. That's always going to really help through these type of attacks. Now, of course, the enemy CC is active, but when you're dealing with a damage CC with this, that should be way gone by our Yolotrone. So So that's really, really going to be simple. But other than that, it's super, super easy. I don't even have to explain too much. You can see that from the example, all you have to do is just use the Yolotrone. Just use that portion. You should get some value. You won't get a lot of value, not always, but you're looking for the right base, which is going to be more bases where there's chain value like you see on this one. But now let's go ahead and move on to our next example using the Yolotrone Miners. So in this example here, what we notice from this base design, just without the walls on the outside, that this is what the base design looks like. So this is what we're taking a look at on this base design here. So with that being said, what do we want to clear? Well, we actually want to clear up to this side here. So up to the blue area, that's what we want to clear out. This way, what this allows us to do is use our heroes on this side to create the funnel. Then we're going to use our miners, and they're going to go easily through this base like this. That's really all that's going to be done with this attack. But this is still a very easy way of looking at a base design, making sure that you're taking your time. This still works against those damage CCs. And I have to say, I looked this up. Eric did make a video on this sort of strategy, but I'm going to say this. Yes, Eric, it works. It works really, really well. Even though there's only 3 examples from one clan, I'm still going to say this. If you guys try this out a little bit more, maybe make it a little bit more common, I would definitely say, you guys did a really good job. And all I can say to that is you guys are going to definitely try and hopefully make this attack a little bit more meta. And I would say that this is more of a off-meta attack, but even still, it's using miners, and miners right now are really prevalent in the meta, so yeah, adding anything to miners can really help. So if you don't have access to the siege barracks, this is a great option. This is one of the best options regarding if you don't have the skill cap for a, anything but sort of a Yolotrone. The biggest thing, though, is you want to take a look at air sweeper placement. That's going to kind of determine where you're going to get the most amount of value. So I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but you can still see from this example is that it's not too difficult when you have the Rage and the Electro Dragons getting as much chain value. You can kind of look at the base here and say, yeah, this base design is definitely has a lot of chain value going for it. So it makes it a lot easier to get through a base like this. Now, of course, we're not going to deal with the enemy CC as there was a Lava Hound in it. So if there's a Lava Hound and, of course, you take that out, you don't have to worry about it. That's super cool. So now what you'll see from here is now our heroes are going to be working their way down this way. And that allows our miners to sort of chain onto these buildings here, anchor onto them. And as they're working their way down, they're going to be working their way into the base like this. And that's really all it is. So we're keeping our heroes alive, keeping them as they drive their way down this way, creating the funnel. Then we're going to send in our miners, keep them alive as they work their way around here. We're going to definitely poison up the enemy queen just to slow her down. Then all we have to do really is just keep our miners, keep our heal spells, keep them all alive using the Grand Warden's ability as well, like you see right here, keeping them all alive over as many of those point defenses and splash buildings as possible, healing them up through there. That's always going to be really important, but you can still see we kept them in the base at all times. That's what you're looking for, and that's what you want to do with miners, regardless of the strategy. You got to make sure that you're keeping your miners, at least most of your miners, in the base at all times. So that, guys, gives you another simple look at this. We've got one more example to show you guys, just to show how strong this is. I hope you guys think that, this is still a really strong attack, and I want to show you guys this last example in order to prove that this strategy, I think, can become meta, and definitely it's a very strong attack. Now, in this final example, we're going to show you guys how to deal with a damage CC like a dragon in order to get through a base design. But still, as I said, very simple stuff. You really don't have to do too much. So what we're going to be doing is we want to first take a look at those air sweeper placements. As you can see right here, it works really well when air sweepers are not pointed towards it. So then the Electro Dragon doesn't get pushed out. But what we are going to be seeing here is that we want to make sure that we are working our way towards dealing with the eagle as much as possible. So you saw from all three examples, we're going for the eagle. That's big. But I think the other thing there as well is we want to make sure that we're getting that pathing. So what we want to do is we want to drop in just a couple loons on the archer tower, because that's going to be the thing that's going to do damage to the stone slammer. So what we want to do is then after we take out this, we drive in our stone slammer this direction, and then once it pops around here, we'll then use that clone underneath there, get rid of the enemy CC, and then just get all of this value from here. That way what we're going to be able to do is send in our miners here after creating the funnel. Really easy, right? Very, very simple. Not too difficult at all. Still gives you guys a very solid approach to using this strategy. Not really that hard when you think about it. So, as we're going to see from here, we're going to use that Electro Dragon to take out that Archer Tower, unlike, before. Well, using, unlike what I said, but still, the same thing. Loons or Electro Dragons, we're going to easily take that out. So the biggest thing here is just keeping the Stone Slammer within the base. So we want to make sure that we're dropping them onto that cannon so it doesn't continue to move on the outside. Once he moves in, you can drop in, wait for them to sort of take out the balloon, and then you can drop in your clone, and that will now allow us to take out the enemy CC and as much value from the base as possible. And you saw from there too, did you see that Electro Dragon's chain and how far that went? Jeez, that was quite a far chain there, but still getting some value from here. And I think what's just crazy is that, like you see right here, we're easily getting that value that really we required from this base. And just look at all of that value just right there. Just right there from the inside of the base. That just offers us an access to go this direction with our miners. Super simple. So now you'll see that we're sending in our heroes in order to get some value from the outside here. That way what we're going to be able to do as we're driving everything in, we want to make sure that we're getting as much value as possible from them. So primarily the biggest thing and the biggest challenge is really going to be trying to keep these miners in the base and keep them alive, going through stuff such as like double giant bombs like you see right here. That's a Baconator. They missed one small bomb, so that definitely is a bacon maker like you see right there. But that was 2 giant bombs, 2 small bombs. Easily should be able to take out Hog Riders in one shot, but that's a lot of stuff right there. But you can still see we're going to pop our Grand Warden's ability because we're going into 3 Expos, a few point defenses, an Inferno, Wizard Tower. There's a lot of like point defense, just a lot of damage there. And that allows us to use our heal spell, keep them all alive while in there. And that's a very simple approach. You got to take this, step by step. You got to make sure that you are really taking your time with this. But other than that, it's a super easy attack like you see right here. 3 examples, but still breaking them down just enough to hopefully teach you guys the power of this strategy and how you guys can use it at Town Hall 11. Let me know if you guys really enjoyed this video, and let me know if you're going to try it out. I would love to hear that. Also, feel free to go ahead and join my community Discord, subscribe to me here on YouTube, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. Also, feel free to go ahead and join my community Discord. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well as Twitch. Feel free to go ahead and also go ahead and follow me or subscribe to me on Twitch as well. We are definitely building up that community too. Also, feel free to go ahead and join any of the clans I'm covering within the description. You guys can see all of the clans I'm covering within there and all that good stuff. But with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.